Hey guys, Scott Pilgrim may be here. Welcome to a wonderful anime summer, the last one technically of the summer. The last word of the name of the series will be changing, of course, because the month or season is changing. But anyways, basically every week I will review an anime that I've liked in detail, and I will give you a free download. And these are my preferences on what my favorite animes are. So if there's an anime you like and it's not on this series, please leave a comment down and let me know about it, and maybe I'll watch it, maybe I'll review it, you never know. But just so you know, I won't be reviewing One Piece or Naruto or Bleach because they are way too long, and I know the anime for Bleach has ended, but I don't want to review because I just never got into Bleach. Naruto's ending soon, but I'm just not wanting to review that because everyone who's anyone will probably end up reviewing the whole series at one point. And One Piece is still going on, so I just won't be reviewing those animes. This week is Toradora. Now let me tell you how I first found Toradora, okay? I was searching on them interwebs for a new anime to watch when someone recommended to me Toradora, of course. And they said it was a masterpiece and that was extremely popular when it first came out. And I decided to try it out. Little did I know that it was going to be horrible. It was good until the second half of the anime, and then it just got bad, and then even worse. And at one point it was so bad that I had to take breaks between episodes because it was just so bad to me, and I'm still baffled on why this was so popular. Now before I keep rambling on, let's get to where I explain the most important points in the anime series, like the characters, the story, the setting, the relationships, the voice actors, the animations, the music, and the genre. The genre goes first for those who are picky about what type of anime they watch because of the genre. Now, it has a lot of school life points as well as slice of life because not always are they at school, but the majority of the anime is them being in school. There may be a ecchi scene or two, but they are rare. But obviously, in a school life anime, there will be romance somewhere, and that's the main theme of this anime. Now for the setting. Now, the main setting of most of the series, most of the full anime is in Uashi High School from how it was presented and said. Now, this is where the students converse, become friends, enemies, and all that shit. Now, it's a normal high school, nothing strange at all. Unfortunately, I do not know the city in Japan they are in because I do not have the patience and willpower to watch more of this anime to figure out what city they're in. So, let's get on to the next segment. Now the characters. This anime has 4 main characters, so deal with me explaining them even though only 2 of them really matter. I've noticed in this fashion that there are multiple main characters in these anime reviews. Now, the true main character is Ryuji Taksu, at least I think it's that. I never really confirmed it because I didn't want to. Anyways, this character lives with his mother who works as a cabaret waitress. He has a very mean looking face that makes people think he's evil or some shit, although he's really a nice guy. He's in love with Kishida Minori, who is best friends with Tenori Taiga, who he promised to help so he could get her with his best friend, Yusaku Kitamura, and then she would get him with Minori. Now he is a clean freak, and if he sees anything dirty, he cleans it as fast as he can, and his feelings for Minori go as far as he wrote songs for her and stuff like that, but he never gave it to her and she never really found out. The second main character is Tenori Taiga. Now, she is a total bitch. I hate her with a passion. She acts like a bitch to Ryuji for the first half of the anime, and then she acts all like he's her dog or something, and because she found out about his feelings for Minori, and she uses this to her advantage, and then they exchange help to get each other with each other's best friend, and they agreed to get together and work and stuff as a team, and yet she acts like a total bitch towards him still. Like, God, fuck you! She is very rude for most of the anime, but changes all of a sudden and becomes a bit nicer bit by bit. And now the third main character is Yusaku Kitamura. Now he is best friends with Ryuji and is the school vice president. Now he confessed his love to Taiga a year before all of the events of this anime, but he was rejected by Taiga. Little did he know that she would return his love for him a year later, but he didn't feel the same anymore. He is an outgoing, crazy person that does what he wants, but he still follows the rules somewhat. To me, he's kinda cuckoo. Not much is known about he and Ryuji met, but apparently he's the only one to ever meet Ryuji and not be scared of him scared of him from first glance. The fourth main character is Kishida Minori. Now, God, is this girl the master of plot twists at the end of this anime, but we won't talk about that for now anyways. She is the best friend with Taiga and treats her as a sister, and she was the first person to mistake Taiga and Ryuji of dating, and after that everyone else thought so too. And when she found out, she made him promise not to hurt her, or she'll hurt him. Now, she is a person who doesn't think differently of anybody, so that's why she becomes friends with Ryuji. I am about to spoil some stuff about her character, so if you do not want to see any spoilies, then you can click around here to skip it. I'll give you a few seconds. We good? Okay, we good. Now, later in the anime, we find out she is actually in love with Ryuji, but keeps her feelings in because she finds out that Taiga loves Ryuji. But at the end of the anime, when Ryuji figures out that he loves Taiga, and Minori is helping him find her, she tells him her feelings, but it's okay to not love her and to go to Taiga instead. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? What is this shit? Fucking the girl you liked likes you back, and you go for the bitch? God, bad cliche. Now, for the story explanation time. Now, get ready to hear me rage, because I hated this anime just for the goddamn story. Now, it starts off with Ryuji going to school, meeting up with Kitamura, saying hi to Minori, and then getting punched in the face by Taiga. Later, when it's after school, after meeting with his teacher about his future, he enters his classroom to get his school bag to see Taiga sitting there in a locker in the classroom for some reason. He says whatever, and he goes to get his bag when Taiga stops him and asks why he's taking the bag. He replies with, because it's mine, which Taiga acts confused to and asks Ryuji for the bag, which Ryuji wins, and Taiga sneezes and he takes his bag and goes. We see him next sitting in his room studying as he goes into his school bag to look for some notebooks. He finds a letter from Taiga to Kitamura, and not shocked at all, he picks it up and puts it to the light and notices that it's empty, commenting that she is klutz. Now, he decides to go to bed, and he awakens in the middle of the night after hearing noises in his home. Knowing that his mom should still be at work, he goes to investigate and notices that the window is open. So he closes it and looks into his mirror to see Taiga right behind him with a sword. Not an iron sword, but with a wooden sword. And he dodges as she attacks, and at one point she sneezes and her stomach rumbles, and Ryuji feeds her food, even though she broke into his house. I don't understand what's wrong with people nowadays. So Ryuji explains to her that coming and attacking him was pointless because the envelope was empty and it's all good. Taiga then asks if it's weird to send love letters, which Ryuji replies with bringing out all of the songs and poems that he's wrote about Minori, not saying who he actually likes, and it says that she should be proud because she was able to give something to the one that she loved. Now, she replies with reading something on one of the songs out loud, to give to Kushida Minori, which Ryuji freaks out, and which they make a deal, and to help each other get together with who they like as long as they don't reveal their secret. And the rest of the anime is them getting each other with the other's friend, even though things get complicated and they try their best to work together as much as they can. The ending, though, was horrible. If you're a person who weighs a lot on the rating on the ending, like I do, then don't watch this anime, because you might as well kill yourself, because I wasted time on this shit. Now for the animations, this anime disappointed me. All the visuals were standard. That's all. Nothing outstanding. This anime was made by goddamn Funimation. I was expecting something high quality. Instead, I got standard shit. Now, the voice acting. I watched this in English sub, so my judgment is on the Japanese voice actors. Now, the voice actors all fit pretty well with the characters. I just didn't see any outstanding good voice actors. None of them were bad, per se, but none of them were very good either. And the last section here is the music. Now, a lot of the scenes in the anime didn't have background music, and when it did, it wasn't memorable. I didn't really like the opening and the ending themes at all. Usually I like opening themes a lot, but I didn't like these at all. And now the rating part of these reviews. As a rating, I will split it up into 5 different categories. voice acting, animations, the story, the characters, and the overall enjoyability. Now be aware that I know this anime is very popular, but these are my thoughts. You may think differently, but don't hate me for not liking this, because to me, it wasn't good. Now, the voice acting is 15 out of 20. The voice acting was okay, but not good, but not bad. There weren't any characters that I really hated hearing, but none of them I liked a lot. You can get attached to a character's voice just from hearing it, but you know, none of them did this for me in this anime. Animations, 10 out of 20. The animations weren't anything out of the ordinary. I didn't hate them, but I didn't like them. Nothing stood out at all. That's all I have to say about this. Story, 2 out of 20. This story was horrible. I hated this anime for the sheer hatred I had for the story. It was okay at the start, and just became more cliche as it went on, and it disappointed me. Now, characters, 14 out of 20. This is where the anime kept it up for me. Not too high, but you know, they were okay. Character for Ryuji was too soft, but he wasn't a bad guy. Taiga was a total bitch, but... oh wait, she was just a total bitch. Kitamura was crazy, outgoing, and had fun doing everything. He was the best character in this anime. And then there's Minori, who was energetic and still had shy feelings about people and stuff. But the characters, overall, weren't the best, but I liked some of them. And now the enjoyability, 10 out of 20. Toradora was not the most enjoyable anime. The first 10 episodes or so were fun to watch, but then it just started to get more cliche as it went on. I could have watched multiple different animes with the same plotline and similar story, and it would have been the same. Toradora was just too cliche for me to enjoy. The overall score is 50 out of 100. That's a 50%. Now, it's almost passable as an anime for this week. Now, not the best anime ever. You could find better. If you like cliche stories, then go ahead and enjoy. But for me, I'm deleting this shit off my computer now that I'm done reviewing it. From me, this anime gets a D+. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the description, there should be a link to the download for this anime. I'm sorry, but it is a torrent and there's only English sub. This anime video type is MKV file, so I suggest you use VLC Player because it can play all kinds of files and it's just great to easy to use, especially because you can crop it using the C button and it would be widescreen. Now, thank you guys for watching. Scum Pilgrim, FMAD, out.